if you two want to try and talk about it without saying anything.
It was pretty damn good.
It's very solid, yeah.
Good.
Very solid. My man can't even just admit that it was good.
Now, I don't want to read too much into that because, as you know, I liked Morbius, so my opinion doesn't count for shit. But I'm detecting solid, but not amazing.
I would say it is either the best or the second best of the Transformers films. And
The best
I suppose I'm being a little bit lukewarm because obviously I've got barriers up regarding Transformers considering the Bayverse films. And comparing it to Bumblebee, which set the bar so high, it's tough because they're very different in terms of what they go for. And categorically, it's better than any of the Bay films, without a shadow of a doubt. It's wonderful compared to them. I just don't know which of the two good ones is my favourite.
I probably enjoyed Bumblebee more, just because it ended on a much kind of warmer and fuzzier note, whereas this one was very much kind of returning to the action-oriented stuff of the Transformers films. Plus, there wasn't really a big song that really kind of slapped hard, like Linkin Park or Haley Steinfeld.
Oh, there's no new band, is there? Doing a big song.
You do have a main song in it, and your main song is actually sung by a minor character in the film, and it plays during the final battle.
Is it good?
I can probably guess.
Well, compared to everything we've had before in the films, no, not in my opinion.
It's not like a signature piece.
No, film is a visual spectacle. It's gorgeous. It's well shot. Action is well choreographed. Characters are very nicely done. Transformers are arguably the main focus of it, even though the humans do have a considerable amount of time. Your human characters are good as well. I'm not sure if they stand up against Charlie from Bumblebee, but certainly Noah is very darn good, and you're very quickly on his side. You very quickly understand his motivations, and he's very, very quickly humanized. Elena also, you do have a very good sense of what she's about, what she wants to be. She is more so there to be a MacGuffin of sorts. She has a very particular set of skills that are very beneficial to the Autobots, whilst Noah is very much more like Sam or Charlie, where he kind of ends up involved by accident.
Right.
Well, I mean, they both end up involved by accident, but Elena has more specialist abilities in a certain degree of, I don't know, understanding of stuff that makes her a more valuable asset, arguably. But yeah, the Autobots are all good. Some are better than others. Some have more screen time and are more fleshed out. The Maximals are good. I don't think they're in it as much as you might think. Certainly two of them are standouts. Terracons, yeah, good. Scourge, he's decent. Maybe slightly generic. But solid. Of all the Terracons, he is the big one, and he is the best of the three. Unicron's presence in it is very much felt, and he is very much an overshadowing thing throughout the entire film. And yeah, there's some good music in there. There's a few things you might recognise music-wise from old stuff. And I will leave that at that. Wink, wink. And yeah, it's a very solid film. I suppose another reason why I am being a bit guarded about it, though, is potentially what they might be trying to do in the future regarding the franchise, and more specifically Hasbro's plans for what they want to do with this, because there's something toward the end which just made me feel a bit like, I don't know if I particularly want them to go in that direction. And it's a pity that happens right at the end, because it's practically like the last image of the film. And I don't know, I just would have preferred if that specific thing, and of course you'll understand what I'm talking about when you see it, but I just would have preferred it, I think, personally, if that wasn't in it, because I can very clearly see what they're trying to do there, and I think it's a bit unnecessary. However, the film as a whole is remarkably solid. Like I said, beautifully shot, well acted, good, decent basic story, not complicated in the slightest, and is easily in the top 2 of Transformers films. That is my review.